And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. That means the time you woke up to the time you went back to sleep, the Lord was never fucking with you. But you carried his name, you prophesied his testimony, and you did miracles. But the Lord never was fucking with you, man.
The deceived and deceivers,
the deceivers are his. That alone should have you trembling at night. Niggas ain't trembling.
Shalom, Mr. Brother Azan Ha Ahmath back at you with another lesson. And I pray this lesson is edifying to the lambs, to the sheep of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKwadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do well. All right, Shalom to the Bayah Dawadah. And I was sitting here meditating, looking at, the news and watching videos of brothers that's putting out all the evil that's set upon the earth. And nobody has a clue who sent it. People are looking at the devastation of the hurricanes and the fires and the destruction and people dying and crying and falling out. No one's giving credit to who sent it and who's doing it. But what we're finding out through the scriptures, these are the great wonders that the Lord said he would do. Right? 2nd Esdras 1:14 says, I gave you light in the pillar of fire, and great wonders have I done among you. Yet have ye forgotten me, saith the Lord. So since the world has forgotten the Lord has forgotten you. Right? He has no respect of persons. And do you have any idea how many children, babies, are locked up in basements right now as we speak that has never seen the light of day? Just darkness. You have molestation at an all-time high. Israelite men filling up the jail cells of Babylon the Great, locked up in Esau's dungeons. Women having children, and like Brenda's baby, just dumping them in the garbage. These type of judgments are happening daily and every second. The Most High Yahweh, the Heavenly Father, allows these things to be committed upon the sinners of his people and all of you in this world. He said judgment will begin at the house of Israel. So when you see your children trafficked, understand who allowed it to happen. Right? Isaiah 41:20. They that see me and know and consider and understand together that the hand of the Lord hath done this, and the Holy One of Israel have created it. Right? The Lord has created these dark times. You see these things happening to them. They just trying to stay afloat in a place where you can drown in a millisecond because of the wine of this place is so strong. The pseudoscience that's presented to us, the cup of tribulation constantly being poured down on Israelites. Right? Someone dies. You plan a funeral. Then someone else dies. A baby mother or the baby itself. Listen, the Lord has done this to you. He creates situations of devastation to build you up to come into this truth. Right? You have no one else to run to but him. Or if he doesn't want you, he can just cast you to your desires, which is everything in this world. He creates death. He creates wickedness. He creates darkness. You're giving too much credit to the spiritual demon Satan. And who does he work for? The Most High. This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light. I create darkness. I make peace. I create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. So the Most High is doing all these things. So abiding in the world, that leads to death. And we as a people have seen nothing but death. But you continually forsake his word. This is Sarat 28:21. The death thereof is an evil death. The grave more better than it. It shall not have rule over them that fear God, neither shall they be burned with the flame thereof. And that ultimate flame is going to be the destruction of Babylon the Great by the lake of fire. Right? So ultimately, those that don't fear Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, you have more fear than what's presented to you right here in Babylon the Great than your own creator. Well, he said you're going to eat the fruits of your ways, but the elect was going to have mercy. So in knowing that, understanding life can be challenging, but we can't serve the Lord from the grave. And how is that working out for most of you that are still to this day you deny him? This is Sarat 28 and 23. Such as forsake the Lord shall fall into it, and it shall burn in them and not be quenched. It shall be sent upon them as a lion and devour them as a leopard. Right. So he's creating these situations of devastation, either for you to serve him or for you to catch that fire. That's the difference between a Hebrew Israelite that's serving the Heavenly Father and a 2/3 black man that's in the world that follows the government and the laws that's presented to him. He or she won't follow the laws of the Heavenly Father, and the Lord calls them the children of disobedience. So when you see wrath coming upon our people, you can't feel sorry for them. This is Ephesians 5 and 6. Let no man deceive you with vain words, for because of these things cometh the wrath of God upon the children of disobedience. Be not therefore partakers with them. But if you apply the scriptures to how you live, like Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Yahushua HaMashiach, which strengtheneth me. You see? So be not partakers with them, which isn't always the easiest thing to do. So we have to apply the scriptures to how we live. And that's not a cliche. This life can overtake you and overcome you. Even the will to get out of bed sometimes. You just can't catch a break. You don't know if you're a 2/3 or if you're the elect because of the hell you endure, right? But you don't know how to fight that spiritual battle. I did a lesson a couple weeks ago saying Satan wants your mind. No, you have to commit and you have to submit. Everything out here is wicked. We need the Heavenly Father. Women are wicked. The flesh is wicked. Children are wicked. But the Most High is perfect. So much is happening in the world right now. So much darkness and distractions. Keep the oil in your lamps and stay watching. He didn't call us watchmen for a reason, because the devil is like a lion seeking who he can devour. Our people are devoured because the Lord wants it that way. The children of disobedience, they're going to stay in darkness. But the light has been shined upon you. What you going to do with it? This is Ephesians 5 and 8. For you were sometimes in darkness, but now you are light in the Lord. Walk as children of light. Okay? Because in the church, they would teach us it's okay to go off. It's not such a bad thing to go in the way of Balaam. Right? They call it backsliding. But Proverbs 14 says, the backslider should be filled with his own ways. And a man's own ways leads to destruction. So that's an excuse to go backwards. And we're showing you that that way and your way has never and it will never work. There's only one way, Yahushua HaMashiach. And if you desire to live a life for the Most High, he just may have mercy. But in reality, as Ephesians read, we were sometimes in darkness, but now we are of the light. So at the end of the day, we have to fear the Lord and use this grace period to get it right. Because if you don't get it right, you just may get death. And the Lord said, choose life. He doesn't want that for you. And we all need mercy. And I'll leave it at that. I pray this lesson has been edifying to the lambs, the sheep, of Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakahakwadash. This is the brother Azan Ha Ahmath, Wa Abababul. Shalom.
It says, then will I profess unto them, I never knew you. Depart from me. Now here come them bombs. That second death. And the Lord gonna take it slow. He said the smoke of the burner shall go up forever. That's a very long time. And you know what's gonna be in those mushroom clouds? Skin, bones, nails, hair, children. You don't wanna be in that mushroom cloud, man. That's a day when everybody gonna wanna get right.